Sketch the graph of the following functions. We're going to look now at B. Y equals negative 2 over 3 sine of 4x minus 2 pi from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. State the period and the amplitude. I'm going to have my planning diagram, which has got my 8 little blocks. This represents the first 0 to 90, so it's the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. I have a sine graph, so my sine graph should start here, go up, come down, and finish up there. However, this is a negative. So the negative tells me, instead of having my graph looking like this, it is now reflected. In other words, my graph is going to look like that. Okay, so that's how my graph is going to look like. All I need to know now is what is the values of all of this. First of all is my amplitude. I know that this is 0, and the amplitude I have to state, so I'm going to say A equals the amplitude, and the amplitude equals 2 over 3, which means this is 2 over 3, and this is negative 2 over 3. Next is B. B equals 4, therefore period equals 2 pi. Now I'm working in radians, so I'm going to say it's 2 pi over b. In other words, 2 pi over 4, which gives me pi over 2. I also got to find the critical values. My critical values is pi over 2. So I know that this is my period. This is my period. So this is 0. This is pi over 2. We want to know how often does these happen. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide it by 4. So pi 2, now if I divide by 4, it's the same as multiplying by 1 over 4, the reciprocal, which gives us pi over 8, which means this is 0, this is 1 pi over 8, 2 pi over 8, 3 pi over 8, and then this pi over 2 will be 4 pi over 8. Okay, so I have everything to start my graph. Now, just remember, if I have a period if the period is pi over 2, it means it repeats the whole graph. This thing happens in pi over 2. It means in 2 pi, you're going to have 4 of these. Okay, so this is going to be it's not a hard graph, but it's going to take a while to draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have enough space. This is one graph, I need 4 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for every graph. There needs to be 4 graphs. So I'm going to have 16 points going in this direction. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one graph. Let's maybe just draw it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, one graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, second graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, third graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth graph. Fourth graph. Going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, one graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, second graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, third graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, second graph. Fourth graph. Oh, no, I hope I didn't mess this up. 4, 4, 4, 4. I think that was that one. This is my y-axis. My y-axis, I'm going to keep it pretty small. I'm just going to say that's 1, and that's 2. That's 1 centimeter, that's 1 centimeter. So this will be 2 over 3, and this will be negative 2 over 3. My sine graph starts at 0. According to this, it starts 0. My first important one here, it's turning, then it's coming back, then it's turning, then it's finishing. Then it's the next one is turning. Intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept. So I'm going to go turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn. So that's one graph, two graphs, three graphs, four graphs. I'm going to do exactly the same in the opposite direction, and it's going to turn and intercept and turn and intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, and finish. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And there's the graph. All I'm going to do now, because these values are so small, I'm probably just going to put every fourth one. So this is going to be pi over 2. The next one is going to be pi over, that's going to be pi. There's going to be 3 pi over 2. There's going to be 2 pi. Same in the opposite direction. The first value here is going to be minus pi over 2. If you want, you can put that, so that's going to be 1 pi over 4, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, 8 pi over 4, 9 pi over 4, 10 pi over 4, 11 pi, 12 pi. So all the way along there, you can either do, depends on how much space you have, there's going to be minus pi, there's going to be minus 3 pi over 2, and there's going to be minus 2 pi. So there's your graph for the sign of negative.